Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King 2. And today I'm gonna be giving you part 5 of What If Naruto was a crazy drunken swordsman. Remember to get this one to 100 likes as usual, share this to all of your friends on your social media platform, and also, don't forget to go ahead and check out the brand new episode of What If Naruto Was a Special Senju Sage over on Anime King, and enjoy that guys. And if you're new, yes I indeed have 4 channels: Anime King, Anime King 2, and Making 3 Anime Prints, which I post what if on every single day for you guys to enjoy. So also go ahead and check out What If Naruto Was a Secret Child of Mikoto and Minato, and enjoy that guys. And on Anime Prints I post a brand new episode of What If Naruto Was Trained by the Saiyans and the Kais. So go ahead and enjoy that as well guys. And remember, for new, yes I indeed have 4 channels that I post what if on every single day. Yes, you hear that correctly, every single day for you guys to enjoy. So go ahead, check them out and yeah, enjoy. And don't forget to comment down below and tell me if you're new so I can reply and talk back to all of you guys. So yeah, without further ado, what is to begin this now guys. So, the last part that we left off, Naruto went around hunting down the Sound Ninjas. He went on an exploit killing hundreds of ninjas from Land of Sound. Each of them got in his way and tried to stop him, so he slaughtered them all. As he started to count, he reached up into the 300 until Uncle found him. As she was telling him not to go after Orochimaru, so he knocked her out and used his clone to get her back to the village. As Naruto went straight towards the hideout where he found an underground stairway. Going down there, Naruto killed a few ninjas until he was surrounded by the Sound 4. He was about to attack them all until Jiraiya arrived and quickly took them out. It was rather stupid for Naruto to be doing this all by himself. However, Jiraiya got the perfect opportunity as he went down there to fight Orochimaru. A battle ensued between the two, but Orochimaru ended up escaping. As Naruto waited for him to arrive, pissed off that he stole his bounty. However, the pervert was stronger than him, so he couldn't beat him now. But he will get his revenge in the future with his blade, Naruto told him straight. Jiraiya ended up carrying him back to the village because he ended up falling asleep once again. As Naruto woke up with Jiraiya sleeping in his bed, Naruto proceeded to kick him right through, as he slammed right into the wall. As he didn't like to wake up to that, as he rushed out to see Anko in the kitchen, who wanted to kill him for knocking her out, so he ran away. However, Anko wasn't that pissed off at him. She came up with the idea because the chuunin exams are going to be in 4 days. As they gathered all the teams, Naruto took a while to go and find them. Once they were gathered though, they set up a little training session between them. They created a capture the flag little game, as Naruto ended up hunting everyone down and capturing the flags. As the other teams came there, the Jonin sensei, so Naruto abandoned Hinata and Shoji to make his way. Upon abandoning them, he stole the flags as Kushina ran off with him. As she took his side, Kakashi also took his side as well. Asuma and Anko were pissed off at that as they chased after them. Kushina tricked Naruto, however, he was able to see through her deception. As Sakura also came to Naruto and asked him to train her. She saw how strong he was and she wanted his help. However, that caused the other girls to lose it as they were rather pissed off that Sakura was getting special attention from Naruto. But either he did not notice or care, but he didn't really mind. However, the chuunin exams are coming up as Hiruzen looked through his crystal ball. Of all the ways that little game that Uncle created could have go, Naruto just had to mess it up. At least he was strong enough to handle himself through the chuunin exams. That is what Hiruzen was counting on. However, unknown to Naruto, many people were coming. The Raikage also sent a letter to talk with Hiruzen about a proposal marriage, something or whatnot about that. However, Naruto was unaware of this. But Hiruzen knew that he would get a little laugh out of the brat when he find out. Well, soon enough. So yeah guys, basically that's what I thought. If you guys can Switch across the play, check it out for yourself. So we jump right into this brand new episode start. Now guys, Naruto was at Ichiwaka Ramen as he was gonna leave. He was storing away a lot of ramen, sealing them away in a special kind of seal. Yujiro arrived. Naruto-san, she said. Hokage-sama wants you in his office. Naruto ignored her as he sealed the bowls. Before he walked towards her, he looked her up and down before he threw her on his shoulder. You're coming with me, he said. We're gonna go and find our Senin. Let me down before I cut you, she said to him. However, he ignored her. Didn't you hear me, she said. Huh? I will cut you, she said. As Naruto ignored her and gripped her and started to move. She grabbed onto him, forcing him to stay, but he kept on moving. Hiruzen saw what was happening through his crystal ball as he went through hand signs, summoning jutsu. Enma, Hiruzen said, I need you to find Naruto and bring him right to me. Just like old times then, Enma said, as it wasn't the first time. He would babysit sometimes or he phoned Naruto whenever he ran away. After he'd done one of his pranks. Be careful, he's become rather unpredictable. Enma laughed as if that child would be a problem. You're losing your touch, Hiruzen. Please just go and get him. Very well. Around 2.5 kilometers away outside the village. Let me down now, said Yujiro. However, on the inside, she was glad for the adventure, and they were gonna chase down that pervert Jiraiya. What's wrong with you, said Naruto. Are you abandoning the mission? I'm not abandoning any mission, she said. This is something that you came up with on your own without asking the Hokage. She said to him as Naruto placed her down. Fine. That's the last time I bring another Konoha shinobi along with me. Willingly, said Naruto. You didn't even ask, you just threw me over your shoulder and walked out of the village, she said. So, are you coming, said Naruto. No, she said. Fine, said Naruto as he walked away. As he was getting out of her eyesight, she shouted, Wait! He turned to see her catching up. I thought you didn't want to come. I'm only coming to make sure you don't get yourself killed or in any trouble, she said. As she removed her mask. If you tell anyone about this, I'll cut you into 1,000,000 pieces. As Naruto simply grinned at the challenge. Naruto! Naruto turned, and Masama said Yujiro. Huh? What do you want, old monkey? I'm hunting the pervert. Show some respect. That's the king of the monkey summons. You haven't changed one bit, have you, brats? What do you mean, summon? Said Naruto. That's the old man himself. Yujiro looked towards Naruto, wondered if he was telling a joke or something. But he was dead serious. As she had to place a hand in front of her mouth to hide her giggle. What do you call me, you brat? Asked Enma. Be quiet, you stupid monkey, said Naruto. And now, leave me alone. I'm leaving the village. I'm afraid that's not gonna happen. Try and stop. Bam! Enma punched Naruto right in the gut. Now, as I said, you're coming with me. He grabbed Naruto by the leg and started to drag him away. I'll make you pay, you old monkey, said Naruto. As he jumped on the monkey's back, the both of them started to tussle and destroy the forest. Yujiro stood there as she raised her eyebrow. Well, that was something. Time skip. Eventually Naruto did come back to the village, well, after he was promised some sake. But he did went on a rampage by facing off against Enma. At the moment, well, he had spent the last few days training with his new apprentice. Yes, she was his apprentice now. As he had worked on Sakura's strength, speed, and stamina. He also gave her a practice blade. As for himself, he was working on water ninjutsu. And he was also trying to learn the jutsu that his father showed him. The Fuinjutsu teleportation thing. When he faced off against those Akate members. Hika and Kakada. Yeah, he was sure that was their names. A day before the chuunin exam begins. Sakura had to run in another team. As she and Teiwaya had run into Konohamaru. Konohamaru asked Teiwaya if she hung out with Sakura just to make herself look prettier. Sakura had chased him until he ran into a blonde girl her age. However, despite this blonde being her age, the blonde was more developed by far of any one of them, chest-wise, and that made Sakura instantly jealous. The blonde girl was Samui. Yujito and Omoi was there. As she pulled out a bingo book and showed Naruto's entry and asked Konohamaru if he knew where Naruto was. The moment Konohamaru saw the picture, he freaked out, and he hid behind Sakura. Teiwaya turned towards her. How do you know him? Oh, that's simple. We're in love, and I'm going to marry him, said Samui. Yujito interjected and said that she was lying. And soon enough they started to fight. with Amoy right in the middle of it by making a comment that pissed both girls off. So he got the full brunt of everything. A day later, the witch woman just wouldn't leave him alone, as she had kissed him on the cheek for good luck. As Kushina had made her way off, as Naruto walked with Midori and Hanabi. As Naruto ordered the two small toads and told them to keep every Kumo shinobi away from him, especially the two blonde girls. As Naruto walked inside, someone rushed towards him. She was fast. The girl literally climbed up on him by using him as a stepping stone, and then she was above him on top of the ceiling. Naruto was pissed off by someone climbing up on him like that as he reached for his blade when he noticed his blade was gone. This is majestic. Naruto glanced up. She had his sword. "How did you get my sword, woman?" said Naruto. "I'll be sure to take it on the battlefield," she said. As Naruto tilted his head towards this woman that he's never seen before. However, her eyebrows are rather weird. They look like thunderbolts. "Are you from Kumo?" said Naruto. But he completely forgot her if she was, because he did not remember her. Not that he remembered people that much, but he could tell that she was a girl. She had a rather big chest, and she also looked feminine as well. Dark hair that was tied up in a ponytail. A small pink kimono that did not cover much, and she was wearing purple stockings. She landed and held out his blade as Naruto took it. "We will meet again soon, Senju," she said, as she joined up with her teammate, a boy that was her age and a hooded figure, as Naruto could not see his face. The proctor came in because Naruto was pretty late. Both Ino and Teiwai instantly noticed a lipstick mark on Naruto's cheek. They knew that shade it was Kushina. She had one-upped them once again. Naruto found himself sitting next to the white-eyed girl, as she looked like she was about to faint. As Naruto looked at the paper that he got, as he didn't understand one hell on that, so he just simply placed his foot up on the table and started to drink sake. An hour later, Ibiki gave them a chance to take the 10th question. Naruto did not really hear any of that because he was asleep. However, Naruto was awoken by someone hitting something right in his forehead, as he looked to see Yujiro in front of the class. "I am Yujiro Uzuki, and I will be in charge of the second exam." She was Anko's substitute because Anko had a team in the exam, as she led them towards the forest of death. It seems that the Kumo team was focused on the exams. That was a good thing because neither of them had bothered him. As he looked towards the team that the Sand had sent, the girl with the 4 pigtails were looking at him in shock. "It can't be," said Kankuro. "Why would the Senju bounty hunter be in Konoha?" Temari was a fan of him, as she knew about his accomplishments. To see him here, it was like seeing one of her stars. The last team that caught Naruto's attention was the team from the Hidden Mists. It was a girl with a lightning eye bolt that jumped on him and then jumped to the ceiling. Other than her, there was a boy, as he looked rather feminine. He had long orange hair that was tied into a ponytail. There was a cross, X scar in his cheek. He could easily tell that both him and the girl with the lightning eye bolts were swords people, the way they carried themselves. Naruto was surprised though. The one that was wearing a hoodie, he knew exactly who it was. However, he wondered why would she show herself to him, given what happened between them the last time they met. He had no clue. All teams were given a heaven and earth scroll, one for each, as they were told to head to the tower after getting another scroll. Midori and Hanabi was following behind Naruto when they entered, as he was in no rush. "I need you two to stay close to me at all times." The girls had no problem with that, but they had to ask, "Well, Hanabi?" "I don't have a problem with that, but why?" she asked. "The team from Kiri will most likely be after us, and I have a feeling the team from the Sand will be after us as well." "Why us?" said Midori. "Because," said Naruto, as he told the story of Fuka and their background. Naruto was sure that the girl under the hood was Fuka. He saw the red hair, and he also recognized her chakra as well. As they moved on deeper into the forest, Naruto was focused on his surroundings. He could not afford to drink sake. The Kiri team was strong, and if it come down to a fight, he would have to protect both Midori and Hanabi, so he can't afford to be drunk because he's gonna have to kill those Kiri ninjas quickly. About an hour of walking, they came up on a team from the Hidden Rain as they were all wearing gas masks. All of them males. "Looky here, a rookie team from Konoha. I guess we're lucky." "Defeat them," said Naruto as he looked towards the two girls. "I will back you up if need be. Don't worry, I can take on these losers by myself," said Hanabi. Midori stepped forward though she wanted to show Naruto what she was capable of. The leader was a guy named Abreu. As he stepped forward, "So, you're the one that took out Aoi, huh?" "I have no idea who you're talking about," said Naruto. Hanabi lowered herself into her stance. As the ninja in front of her stood there, big mistake. 8 trigrams. 64 palms! Once she reached 64, she blew her opponent back. As Naruto raised the eyebrow, pretty good, he said. The next second, the other two was defeated by Midori. As she turned towards him, "I did it, Keiko," she said. "Yes, you did." He packed her in the head. That made her smile. However, they did not get the scroll that they wanted. They had the same scroll like them, the Earth Scroll. But they took it same way. It was getting dark, so they decided to sleep for the night. As Naruto climbed up in a tree as the girls prepared a tent and went inside to sleep. Without sake or beer, Naruto was sharp, focused and calculated, as he was waiting on the Kira team to come and bother him. However, the Kira team ran into Team 10, which was rather unfortunate. Both Shikamaru and Choji had lost quickly with swords pointing at their neck by the guy with the orange hair with a scar and the girl with the lightning eyebrows. However, the last member had went a bit too far, the one with the hood. She had kicked Ino and slammed her in the ground and cut off her hair, shaming and humiliating her in the process, as they took their scrolls and left. However, the girl with the lightning eyebrows remained, as she apologized to them for her team behavior, despite taking their scroll. She didn't seem that bad. However, Team 10 was humiliated badly. Ino was crying in frustration because of her hair and also her wounds. And Team 10 felt humiliated as they wanted payback. Around 4 hours later, after Hanabi and Midori went to sleep, Naruto finally sensed her as he jumped down. The hooded figure finally showed herself. It was indeed Fuka. "Let me ask you something, Fuka," said Naruto. "Why would you come to Konoha? And why would you come after me? Do you wish to die?" "You underestimate me and overestimate your own abilities," Senju Kanji said. "And you were not the first one I went after. That blonde that was all over you in the first exam. I take something away from her." "That's the third Konoha ninja you have heard," said Naruto. "I will kill you." Fuka simply chuckled. "It's the third, but it will not be the last. And I'm afraid I won't be dying here," she said. She then ran away as Naruto chased after her. However, she was leading him right into a trap. After chasing for a good 20 minutes, she came to a stop, as Naruto was a distance behind her. They came in an open clearing. "I see. So you brought me into a trap," said Naruto as he looked around. Her two teammates appeared as Naruto unsheathed his blade. "Get ready," said Fuka. Her teammates nodded. The boy moved forward, as both him and Naruto blades clashed together. "I'm Himura Kenshin. It's a pleasure to meet you, Senju Dano." "I don't care," said Naruto as he pushed him back. The guy jumped away. Fuka came down, however she wasn't using her blade. That was strange. She tried to grab him with her hands, however Naruto slipped away. She turned towards her teammate who had yet to make a move. "Suga," she said, "why aren't you fighting?" The girl now known as Suga shook her head. "This is unfair." "I will not fight," Suga said. "You told me that he was a monster," Kenshin said, stepping next to Fuka, "and that he would give me a good challenge." As Naruto threw 2 kunais, going through hand sign, they multiply as they sped towards the group. Well, basically towards Kenshin and Fuka. The both of them jumped out of the way, but Naruto already prepared for that. They landed beside 2 clones. Great exploding clones! 2 gigantic explosions went off. Fuka was able to escape unharmed. However, Kenshin's left arm was burned. He stepped out of the smoke, his normal eyes had turned into gold. Fuka had never seen him like this. However, Sugar had. "Kenshin, stop," she said. Kenshin pushed her away with his hands as he slowly moved towards Naruto. "What's going on with him?" said Fuka. As Sugar sighed, "You will have what you want. Kenshin will kill him." As Naruto laughed, "Entertain me, samurai," he said, as the both of them moved forward. Flying heaven governed style. Dragon Nest Flash! Kenshin was the first to strike as he launched a flurry of strikes towards Naruto. Naruto was not able to dodge all of them. He got cut on his shoulder and arm. However, he ducked the one that was aimed for his face, as he flipped away from the attack. As Naruto looked towards his torn shirt, Fuka then realized, wait, he's healing. This guy's really good, Naruto thought. However, he was not one to run away. As he rushed forward once again, his speed increasing. They clash as Naruto flipped upwards. One sword style, Great Dragon Shock. Naruto slipped past his guard and sliced right into his shoulder. The groaner on Kenshin sunk and cracked as Naruto brought down more force. Kenshin used his blade to cancel the attack so Naruto would not cut his arm clean off as Naruto flipped away. However, Kenshin burst out of the hole as he did the same style once again but a bit different. Flying Heaven, Governor Slash. Earth Land, Dragon Flash. This time he struck the ground as debris was shot towards Naruto, a lot of them, large with tremendous force. One of them tore right through a tree, showing their strength behind the attack. As Naruto jumped away, but the moment he landed, Fuka drive her blade right through him as it pierced through his stomach. Blood spilled from his mouth as he lost his balance and fell to his knees. Such a shame, said Fuka, as she ripped the blade out of him, causing him to wince in pain. She circled and kicked him right in the face, as she then leaned over him. Oh, I've missed you, she said as she leaned in and kissed him. However, this was no normal kiss as she started to suck out his chakra, before she stabbed a knife right in his leg that was coated in poison. You have had enough. Your revenge is done, Sugar said, as she stepped forward. However, they were shocked when Naruto got up. Naruto had used too much of Senju chakra, so he could not use it more until he rested. However, he was still on his feet. The poison tried to affect him as it went through his system, as everything started to get blurry. Normally, he wouldn't even have gotten up because the poison was rather deadly, but Naruto was special. Fool, said Fuka, as she and Kenshin moved to end Naruto's life. Why didn't you just stay down, said Fuka. Despite her attempts of trying to kill Naruto, there was sadness in her tone which was rather strange. Granted, she could have stabbed him in the heart, so something seemed off, or maybe. However, Naruto raised his blade. One sword style, he said. 36. Pound cannon. Naruto swung his blade as a massive shockwave blew the both of them away. He stabbed his blade in the ground as he used it for support. Help me, he said to the beast inside of him. No. This would be a good lesson, said Kurama. Fuka was the first to make a move once she recovered, as Naruto got hit in the right shoulder, messing up his right arm. And granted he was right-armed, which he used his blade that was really bad. However, he could still form hand signs with his one hand, as Naruto summoned his chakra. Clones poofed up in the area. Stop this, Sugar said. This was not something that their new Mizukage, Mate Terume, would approve of. They had been given strict orders to do whatever it takes to get further in the exams. However, they already got their damn scroll. Fukawe was just going to make things bad for Kira image. They already had a bad reputation, this will make things worse. As Naruto and his clones start to use ninjutsu, however, with his handicap at the moment, it was hard for him to stay on the edge. However, Naruto fought as he knocked the both of them away. He then moved, as one of his clones used support, and flipped over him and yanked him. As Naruto drove the blade right through Fuka's chest, however, she burst into water. The ground beneath Naruto exploded, throwing him back. Kenshin appeared as he drove his blade right through Naruto's back. As Naruto collapsed to his knees, coughing up blood. The next second he was in his mindscape. You're dying, said Kurama. You won't help me, said Naruto. Because you don't listen. You never listen. What? Said Naruto. Do you know why I didn't lend you my chakra this time? Why? Because you want me to die, said Naruto. Indeed I do. I did tell you to do something for me which you have not. And what is that, said Naruto. The fox leaned in, as he seemed to huff. I requested titties. And you did not get me the titties, he said. You perverted fox! That is why you won't help me, said Naruto. Hey, at least I appreciate the female body. You, however, are more focused on sticking your sword into all sort of things. Huh? Said Naruto. Do you want to live? The fox asked. Of course I want to live. And yet you haven't even started yet, the fox said. Fine then. I have an idea, said Naruto, as he brought his hand together. Poof! Naruto transformed into a girl. The fox looked away. She looked too much like you. That ruined it for me, he said. I show you tits, that was a deal. Now help me, said Naruto. Alright. It's not gonna be easy though. Speak already, I don't have much time. Calm down, the fox said. We have plenty of time. Time in here passed differently than the outside world. The Senju chakra healed Naruto much faster than Kurama's chakra, and Kurama could revitalize that. He also used the purity of the Senju chakra to give Naruto more control. He was being quite, well, helpful. So Naruto would be able to control himself with that amount of chakra that he was gonna receive now. This is just the beginning of our partnership, said Kurama. Thanks, Kyuubi. It's Kurama. What? My name. You have a name? Well, thank you, Kurama, said Naruto. Don't thank me yet, you still owe me, said Kurama. Fine, fine, said Naruto. Back in the outside world, Sager, who was running towards the group, stopped as she watched Fuka and Kenshin jumped away. As Naruto got up, cracking his neck. His clothing was torn, but all the holes were just instantly healed, steam coming from them. As Naruto tore off the blue shirt that he was wearing, well, the rags, that was hanging onto his body. One sword style, said Naruto. 3 verse, humming. Arrow slash. He blinked away in a flash of red. Both Kenshin and Fuka cried out in pain as blood spurted from their stomach. Kenshin was able to stagger as he stung his blade into the ground to remain standing, but Fuka collapsed face first. Naruto gave them no time to recover. Fire style. Flame bullets. The attack was much larger than it was said to be. Given the boost of chakra, it came down like a missile from the heavens. However, Kenshin used his blade that started to hum with power as he sliced, using the chakra of his blade to change the fire direction as it crashed into the forest. Sugar appeared at his side. We're leaving, she said. He turned towards her, his eyes returning back to normal. Sorry about that. I might have gotten a bit too excited, he said, as he scratched the back of his head. Bring Fuka, she said to him. Yes, yes. You think I'll let you leave this place alive, said Naruto, as he turned his gaze towards them. Yes, Sugar said. I'm sorry for all of this. She spoke rather slowly. That annoyed Naruto. I will not. Take your blade, she said to him, as she gave him a grin before she disappeared. As Fuka was taken up by Kenshin, who disappeared before her as she vanished afterwards. As Naruto sat down in a boulder. I'm gonna sleep for a week, he said. You will do no such thing, said Kurama. Get this stupid game over with so we can get to the more important part. Stop yelling at me, Kurama, said Naruto. What do you want now? Fine, stupid brat. Go ahead and get some rest. Your body seemed to be exhausted from the quick use of the chakra and not to mention the rapid healing. 6 hours later, Naruto shot open his eyes at Midori, and Hanabi was frightened as Midori was screaming. Teiko, she said, rushing towards him. What happened? I fell, said Naruto. The girl's sweat dropped, seeing all the blood on him. You think we would believe that? Hanabi said. Come, said Naruto as he walked away, the girls following him. Aren't you gonna tell us what happened? Naruto found a nice lake as he decided to wash off. The girls both turned their heads with small blush on their face, seeing him washing his chest. As Naruto took off his clothing and just jumped in, not even showing a bit of modesty. He came back out a moment later as he unsealed some new clothing and got dressed. What's wrong with you two? Said Naruto, seeing him look away, not even looking at him. Are you dressed? Hanabi asked. Can't you see me those eyes of yours? Naruto asked. No, she said, as Midori turned and peeped towards him. We're fine, she said. Naruto created 2 clones. No, said Midori. The clones picked up Midori and Hanabi. Hanabi was happy to be carried. My clones will take you to the tower, said Naruto. What will you do, Teiko? I'll gather a scroll, said Naruto. 1 hour later was the end of Chunin exams. There was a big reason for that. Naruto made sure that no other team passed. Only the Kiri team, the San team, and the Kumo team, and Naruto team had made it through. The rest of the teams were told to leave the forest. TY was pissed off as someone went around and took all the scrolls. There was none left. Either of the others had identical scrolls, so that meant they could not pass no matter what. TY knew who did that. She just had a feeling who did. There was no need for any preliminaries because Naruto made sure that there wasn't a lot of them. As the finals were set, Yujito versus Midori, Gaara versus Kenshin, Kankuro versus Hanabi, Amoy versus Sugar, Fuka versus Temari, and Naruto versus Samui. After being told that they were going to be married for a month, Naruto ran away. I'm not going to marry you, he said to Samui. It's non-negotiable, she said to him. However, he did what he did best. He ran away. When he arrived back to the tower, Hiruzen was not there. He was still at the tower in the forest as Naruto was in his office. So he sat down on the couch as he ended up falling asleep. Minato Namikaze was someone who took pride in all of his techniques that he learned and created. Therefore, he made sure to write down the steps and details of the technique. There was many scrolls that was stored away. All of those were given to Jiraiya after he died. Jiraiya took them to Mount Miyamoku as he figured there was no other place to store them that was safe enough. 9 hours later, Naruto opened his eyes as there was a toad right in front of him. Oh. Old frog, said Naruto. It's Fukazaku-sama, you stupid youngster, said Fukazaku as he whacked Naruto over the head with his stick. Ow, said Naruto. What do you want? Old toad. Whack! Stop hitting me, said Naruto. Whack! I said stop hitting me. When you learn some manners, I will stop. As Naruto mumbled something, what was that? I said nothing, said Naruto. Tell me what you want. Stupid brat, said Fukazaku. I brought you something. Huh? What you brought me? Sake? No, it isn't sake. I brought you some scrolls. Since you refused to train with Jiraiya-chan, or Erasenin, as you have dubbed him, I was told to give you these 2 scrolls. What are those? Said Naruto. Something that has been passed down to you. Are these from my father? Said Naruto. Correct. Anyway, it was fun catching up, you stupid youngster. I'll see you soon. With that, he poofed away. Interesting, said Naruto. Naruto opened the first scroll. As Naruto's eye twitched, Minato Namikaze guide to a perfect first date. Naruto threw it away. What the hell, he yelled. Keep it down, brat. Naruto glanced up as Hiruzen was at his desk the whole time. What are you doing here, old monkey? You know this is my office, right? Hiruzen said. Ah, yes, said Naruto. Hiruzen went over to the scroll and picked it up. You might as well keep this, since you will have use for it. Consider, you will have multiple wives. What? You think you can trap me with multiple women, said Naruto. One is already a big problem for me. Always hitting me or pinching me, or hunting me down. And you want to give me multiple? Naruto pulled out his blade. I'll fight you, he said. Hiruzen bumped him over the head. Ow! That hurt you, old monkey. You watch. I will have my revenge. He picked the scroll up and jumped through the window. Hiruzen shook his head. Meanwhile, at Naruto's apartment, Teiwaya emptied every single bottle of sake into the sink. It was payback for Naruto not making them past the second phase by stealing all the scrolls. She was pretty pissed off, and she was gonna find Konohamaru, Udon, and Moge, and they were gonna pull another prank on him, something to really piss him off. However, Naruto did not come home. Instead, he just went to Training Ground 11 and started to train. As Naruto then finds 5 people watching him. 3 of them were weak. One of them was Teiwaya. The other one was hard to detect, really hard. As something was thrown towards him as Naruto saw it was a smoke bomb. He ignored it though as he started to push up same way. Now, get him, said Teiwaya. They rushed up and threw tomatoes into the mass of smoke, trying to hit Naruto for tying them all to a cow. Teiwaya grinned as she was waiting for him to use a shunjin to get out of there. Then she would proceed to kick him right in the nuts, to get payback. A minute later, as the smoke cleared, Naruto was doing one-handed push-ups. His sword was covered in tomato juice. As he flipped to his feet. Well then, run, said Konohamaru, as him and Mogi ran away, but Udon was scared, as he wasn't able to run. As Naruto placed his hand on his head. Thanks for helping me work out. Blocking those tomatoes was really good doing my push-up, he said. Here, he said, giving him a chocolate bar that he would not give to the toads because they failed to detect the intruder. He then started to walk away until he had to jump away from Teiwaya, who tried to kick him right in the nuts. Why did you do that? He yelled at her. It's payback for ruining the chuunin exams for me, she yelled. That's no reason to aim for my golden ball, said Naruto. You deserve to get kicked in the nuts, you bastard. However, that was interrupted by Yujiro appearing. So you're the last one, said Naruto. I have information I believe you should know, she said. She handed him a newspaper. As Naruto looked over the paper, Teiwaya wondered what the hell was going on. I'm leaving right away, said Naruto as he turned. Wait, since I gave you this, it's only fair. I get to come as well, said Yujiro. And if the Hokage says anything, just say that I was watching over you to keep you safe, okay? Fine, said Naruto. Hey, I want to come sit to you where? Why? You aim for my golden ball, said Naruto. Let me come, shithead, she said. Alright, fine, said Naruto. Let's meet up at the west gate in 30 minutes. As with that, they separate to gather a few things. Teiwaya had no idea where the hell she was going, as she was not sure what to gather. However, what Naruto read in the newspaper was, there was someone calling himself Senju Kaido, and he said that he was the last Senju, a criminal organization that was giving Naruto a bad name because of his whole moniker, and he would not stand for that. Around 30 minutes later, by the way, shithead, is the old man okay with this? I don't care, said Naruto. She looked towards Yujiro. We're going on an adventure, she said. Well, whatever, she said. With that, they headed out. However, they were stopped by Enma once again. So you came, old man, said Naruto. Old man, said Teiwaya, confused. That's obviously a monkey summoning creature. Let him handle this, said Yujiro as she dragged Teiwaya to the side. Naruto raised his fist. Let's do this, monkey. Not using your sword, Enma said, raising his fist as well. I don't need it, said Naruto. I will remember that for next time. Don't worry, I'm not here to stop you. I just want to know where you're going. Naruto threw the newspaper towards him. He looked it over. Deal with it. Before the month is over, he said, tossing it back to Naruto, as he then poofed away. Naruto blinked. He sent a clone. As Teiwaya shook her head and laughed. Even Yujiro was chuckling as well. After traveling for a few hours, they were getting close to the area where Kaido was working, or anyone that was working for him. Now the three of them were walking in a small dirt path leading to a village. We will try to find out any information on Kaido's whereabouts in this village, said Naruto. As the two women nodded as Naruto reached into his shirt pocket and pulled out a scroll as he unsealed a barrel. He lifted it up with one hand though. It's empty, as he tossed it to the side, as he unsealed another one. What the hell? As Naruto started to unseal more and more. The more he unsealed, the more Teiwaya laughed. They're all empty. Who did this? Said Naruto as he looked around, finding nothing but trees, Teiwaya and Yujiro. Monkey, is this your work? He said. That's it. Naruto pulled out a notebook. You're moving up on the list. Teiwaya tried to see what kind of list it was, as she saw the title, People I'm Going to Kill. As the first person was Erosenin, and the next person was a snake bounty. Once I've dealt with Erosenin, snake bounty, Fuka, and the fake Uchiha, you're next, monkey. You have a kill list? Said Teiwaya, in disbelief. Of course, said Naruto. I have many lists. As they were getting close, as Teiwaya asked, am I on any of those lists? Yes, you're first on the list with Hot Kunoichi with small tits. Her fist clenched. What did you just say? As Naruto repeated once again, in a happy tone with 2 thumbs up, he thought he was giving her a compliment. You're also top 5 on the nice ass list. You're 4th, in fact, right behind Kunai. A rather malicious aura surrounded her. You rank me after Kunai? I'm gonna kill you, she said, as Naruto narrowed his gaze at her. Hey Kurama, are you awake? Yes, I am. And yes, she's a Jinchuriki just like you, the perverted fox said. She was moved to Konoha 3 years ago, the same time I was brought to Konoha. Those bastards made another Jinchuriki. Teiwaya was punching Naruto right in the face as he was thinking about that. Seems like it, said Kurama. I really don't like them. Me neither. Once she was done and moved towards Yujiro, Naruto appeared in front of her. There wasn't even a scratch on his face. Can't you do better than that? He said, leaning in. Ugly. Her eyes widened as Naruto ran away. She chased after him with a murderous aura. As Yujiro watched them rush off. Was that really necessary, she thought. 5 minutes later. Teiwaya has been searching the village around 2 times now, searching for Naruto. Her cloak had disappeared, but her anger had not lessened. As she was walking past a bar, she heard a lot of women giggling, and then she heard a loud laugh. She knew that laugh. She entered the bar to see Naruto, with 2 beautiful women on his side, his arms resting on their shoulders. Want another beer, Naruto-sama? The blonde on his left asked. Or do you want something else? The brunette asked. Yes, in fact. Give me shithead. What are you doing, Teiwaya said, interrupting him. We have a goddamn mission to do. However, Naruto ignored her as he started chopping down something that looked like water, but it was definitely not. He kept on bugging the bartender about the strongest stuff he had, so he gave him a bottle of vodka. A few seconds later, Naruto placed the empty bottle on the table and ordered 2 more bottles. The bartender was shocked. You probably shouldn't have any more. 2 more bottles, said Naruto. Right away, sir. As Naruto had pulled out his blade. His 2 girls had disappeared after he threatened to kill the bartender. However, TY sat down beside him, as she was drinking a glass of apple juice. Hey, do you know of someone named Senju Kaido? Naruto asked the bartender, who was cleaning glasses. As soon as the word left his mouth, everyone in the bar quickly went quiet as they stared at him. Never heard of him, the bartender said, as he did not look up from the cup that he was cleaning. How can you not have heard of him, said TY. Look at this, as she pulled out the newspaper. Naruto then noticed several men leaving the bar in haste. Naruto bit his finger and summoned Yamakichi. What do you need, boss? Yamakichi, said Naruto. You let 5 intruders get in the training ground this morning. Come on, boss, there was no way that me and Gamatotsu would be able to fight off Anvu. Yeah, whatever. As Yamakichi's sweat dropped, I need you to go and follow the group that just left the bar a moment ago. Don't worry, boss, I'm on it. As he jumped out, the bartender sighed as he rubbed his forehead. You're a ninja, he said. Naruto pointed towards the headband. What was your first clue? Smartass, the bartender said as Naruto grabbed his blade. Sorry, the bartender said. Look, if you're a ninja, I might as well tell you what I know of Kaido. The bartender then told him that Kaido had man control in all small villages in this area. He and his men did what they wanted. They charged them with made-up taxes. They either pay or die. They had killed villagers in front of them just to make a point of it. But this village was far from worse off. Rumors has it that in other villages it was far worse, kidnappers and rapers. What do you make of this, TY? Said Naruto towards his red-haired companion. Why hasn't anyone done anything about this? This must have been going on for a long while now, said TY. Tell me, said Naruto. Just how many men does Kaido have under his command? Naruto asked. I'm not sure, but I would guess thousands, the bartender said, in a rather sad tone. As Naruto cracked his neck and stood up. I better get to work then, TY, we're leaving. As he grabbed the last bottle of vodka. As they walked outside, they saw Yujiro leaning on the wall. I was able to find a detailed map of all the villages in the area, she said, as she handed Naruto a piece of paper with the map drawn on it. As Naruto inspected, alright, we're gonna start with this village tonight, he said. Time skip, a few hours later. Earlier, Naruto had sent a clone to meet up with the Toad. There wasn't much man in this village except for the few that his Toad had released the information onto his clone. And Naruto got the information. Seeing that it was late now, he told Yujiro to get a room for her and Teiwa. And he left the inn without notifying them. A few hours later, Naruto, bottle of vodka in hand, walked into the open clearing. In front of him, he saw 3 men dragging a woman with them. She had tape covering her mouth, her hands were tied, and they were dragging her by the rope. Yo, said Naruto, catching their attention. The tallest turned his gaze. Get lost, brat. Naruto gripped his blade, still his bottle of vodka in his other hand. One sword style. Slash! Heads were rolling after a second. Sorry, miss, he said, that I kill your company. He started to laugh at his own joke. As he freed the woman. Who are you, she said, a look of absolute gratefulness on her face. Senju, said Naruto. As Naruto started to walk until he collapsed. A few hours later, Naruto had passed out, but this was no normal passed out. Because when he came to after 10 hours, he felt so weak, he couldn't even contact the fox chakra. Something was wrong. I must have been poisoned, he thought to himself as he felt himself being dragged. However, what really happened to him was something far more dangerous than any poison. At the same time, the place that Naruto originally passed out, Teiwa was pissed off when Yujiro told her that Naruto took action by himself in the night. Yujiro was able to track his footsteps as they came around to see a person. It was a woman with red hair. She was wearing a white shirt and a green dress. It was really messed up, as there was a lot of blood as well. Yujiro looked towards the woman. The woman looked so... She walked over towards her. The woman woke up as she got near. Oh, where am I? She said, sitting up. Yujiro's eyes were wide as she stepped back. No, that... What's your name? She said. The woman looked up. I'm Kushina Uzumaki, she said. Now can you tell me where I am? Uzumaki? Teiwaya said in shock. As Yujiro placed a hand over Teiwaya's mouth. Shh, quiet, she said. This can't be possible. Kushina Uzumaki was supposed to be dead. So why does this woman look like her? We're at the border of Fire and Rain country. We found you here sleeping or passed out looking for one of our team members. I see, said Kushina. Now, tell me where's Naruto Uzumaki? Teiwaya opened her mouth, however Yujiro gave her a look to be silent. I'm not gonna answer anything until you tell me. How are you alive? Kushina folded her arms as she looked to the side, pouting a bit. She looked just like Naruto doing that. I don't know. But I think it has something to do with Naruto. I see. But you seem upset to be alive again. Are you not happy? It's not that. Something happened last night. Flashback. As Naruto thought that he was dreaming, Naruto found himself in an era with no walls or floors. He must be dreaming, as there was a woman in front of him. Ah, I see. So this is your real form, Kurama, he said. Is that any way to talk to? However, Naruto ignored her and reached up and placed his hand on her chest. The fox was always bothering to do this, so he was gonna do it to Kurama himself then. Kushina here shot up into the sky as she yelled, Naruto! Naruto jumped away, she's transforming, he thought. As Naruto felt his body going numb. What the hell? He said, confused, as he felt chakra draining out of him. The woman's body went up in a bright explosion of chakra, and then he passed out. In the flashback, what neither Kushina or Naruto knew was, it was a jutsu that Inuma had gave Naruto. He had implanted inside of him, so the Senju bloodline would live on. This jutsu was to revert Tsunade back to a younger age. However, instead, it granted the desire of someone that really wanted something. But in this case, it granted the life of Kushina back with the chakra inside of Naruto, giving her life, as she wanted to live with her son. However, unlike reverting Tsunade back to a younger age, this was different. Kushina was brought back to life. All the Senju chakra had been drained out of him. Kurama chakra had been linked to it and been drained out of him, and Naruto's own chakra had been drained out of him. That is why Naruto wasn't able to defend himself or even wake up. He's been asleep for the past 10 hours. He would have died if he wasn't Uzumaki. He grabbed what? Teiwaya said. Wait, who the hell are you? She asked. I'm his mother, Kushina yelled back. What? You're a real shithead's mother? Back with Naruto. Naruto's body had been dragged to the headquarters of Senju Kaido organization. Naruto could not move or budge, however he was able to open his eyes. They sat him down on his knees in front of a person, sitting in a sofa. The person reminded him of the imps at home. Short, ugly creatures. He was talking about Konoha and the kids. Kaido. He was the son of Gato. Short like his father and also wearing sunglasses. So this is a ninja, huh? Kaido asks, looking underwhelmed. Yes, he's the one that asks questions about you. Hey kid, can you hear me? Yeah, said Naruto. Get ready to get out of here. As the fox was finally able to gather some of his chakra, Kaido walked over and poked Naruto with a stick. What does a shinobi from Konoha want with me? Imp, said Naruto. What the hell did you just call me? Said Kaido. Naruto's body exploded in violent orange and red chakra. The rope immediately burned off as Naruto flicked to the guy that was holding his blade. He slammed his head into the guy's head before grabbing his blade and kicking him away. The name is Senju, said Naruto. Kaido's eyes widened. What? Back with the other group, Yujiro was thinking about what to do with Kushina. It was a bit hard to believe that she was just brought back to life. The obvious thing to do was to take her back to Hiruzen. But she can't do that and just leave Naruto out here. They had no idea where he had gone and what he was doing. Kushina, can you walk? I'm feeling fine. Just a bad headache. Good then, you can come with us to find our captain. Your captain? Just who is he? It's Shithead, said Teiwaya. Wait, Naruto? He's leading his group? Yes, he is. Kushina did not like the look on Yujiro's face when she said that Naruto was leading. There was just something there. How many years has it been since the Kyuubi attack? 13. 13? He's a captain at 13? No, it's not what I meant. Yeah, you should probably tell her that he's a perverted alcohol drunk that has no problem with killing. Kushina sprung to her feet. Let's go, she said. Yeah, I'm with you, said Teiwaya. He deserved a good beating. Meanwhile, with Naruto. You're a devil, said Kaido, as he was trembling in fear. Every single man that was in the hideout was now dead. As Naruto walked around Kaido, tapping his blade on the ground. His blade was soaked in blood. There were 4,000 thugs, stationed all over the headquarters Naruto had ran through, and slaughter or knock them out. He freed all of the prisoners. He sent one of his clones to go and gather the police force in the other village, to come and arrest the ones that were still alive and help the people. Why do you creatures keep on bothering me, said Naruto. What? You killed my father, Kaido yelled. First you bother what could have been my woman, and then you humiliate me by turning me into a chicken. Now you defy my name, said Naruto, as he was mixing these guys up with Konoha back home. What is wrong with you imps? Are you crazy, said Kaido, not knowing what the hell he was talking about. All he wanted was revenge. As Kaido looked up at him with teary eyes, afraid of his death. So Naruto simply knocked him in the back of the head as he collapsed face first. Let the police do their job, as Naruto started to walk where he came from. However, he was walking in the opposite direction, and he was heading straight towards the Hidden Rain village, which was going to be a real big problem, as he headed towards the Hidden Rain, having no idea what he was about to walk into. But guys, be and subscribe right here. If you want to see next part and do, like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on that bell notification so you post it. But I'm hoping I'll see you guys soon. Peace.